Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I want to go ahead and run my mouth for a quick second. Of course, before we get into the video, I have to let the girls and boys know who don't know that I'm now selling merch at www. Baby, one thing I'm going to do is promote, baby. www.rodneythavoice.com. The link will be in the description box, honey. I have sweaters, t-shirts, girl, tank tops, coffee mugs, girl, just go and look. Just go and look. Just go and look. www.rodneythavoice.com. Quiet as it's kept. I like cocktails and maybe 3.5 people. Some of the girls don't be knowing how my mind works. So when I say 3.5, you know how like you might meet somebody, you might think they alright, but you don't really know. Girl, you know, we still waiting for the verdict to come back. She alright. She alright. So it's 3.5. Okay? You know, some of us ain't really got a lot of friends like that. So girl, I like my cocktails and maybe 3.5 people. I might make it 4, depending on how I see how she move. Okay? Alright, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this. Who we talking about? I was going to do a special edition of In White Folks News. I might do one tomorrow. Because it's always some stuff going on with white people. But this is one white person we're going to talk about because this is our cousin. This is our white cousin, right? This is about cousin Britney. You know, cousin Britney, she's a part of the cousin gang. Believe it or not, for some of the kids who don't know, girl, we have white cousins in our family, okay? So Britney Spears' ex-husband, Kevin Federline, shares that their sons have chosen to disassociate from Britney, claims that her nude photos on social media makes them uncomfortable. The boys have decided they are not seeing her right now. So this is again according to the neighborhood talk. So neighbors get into this. Britney Spears' ex-husband Kevin Federline is breaking his side. You know, one thing about it, two things for sure. I remember Kevin being fine back in the day, but I low-key think that Kevin ain't in right. Cause didn't he cheat? I don't remember the story, but I'm not sure. Wasn't he? Cause I ain't gonna say he cheated. But didn't he have kids with Niecy from Moesha? Don't he have kids with Niecy from Moesha? Shar Jackson. I think that's her real name. And then I don't think he ever since he hit the jackpot with Britney, I don't think that man worked ever. Girl, let me see how much his child support, because you know he get child support. Hold up. I don't know what he gonna do when them kids turn 18. Girl, Britney said that ain't my problem. Let me see how much his child, because Kevin get child support down. Kevin. Let me see. And I remember like a couple of years ago. Oh, he gets 20,000. But he had requested. Oh, here we go. I knew it. See, girl, I told you I be knowing what I be talking about. Kevin Federline. He requested for Spears to pay him $60,000 a month in child support, since he said he didn't make enough to support his children on his own. I don't know if he was granted that. I don't know. Kevin, you sorry. Look at him. He looked like he's sorry. Look at him. He looked like he's sorry. And that's so crazy because back in the day, I used to think he was so fine. You know, white people, they don't, white people and Trick Daddy and Boosie, they don't age well. Sometimes the black do crack, okay? Leave them drugs alone, y'all. Because even though Trick Daddy is, has an illness, we ain't gonna act like he ain't ran the streets and girl dabbled in a little bit of the drugs, okay? All right, anyways, let's get back to the story. All right, so basically, Kevin says that the boys love their mom, but feel, they have 2 sons, 16 and 15. Sean is 16, Jaden is 15. Kevin says that the boys love their mom, but feel like it's best if they take a break from her during this time. According to the Daily Mail, in an upcoming interview with ITV, Kevin is sharing how all of Britney's recent dramas have affected their sons. The teenage boys haven't been in the spotlight much in recent years because Kevin wants them to grow up as normal teenagers. He says it's been very difficult to shield them from certain things since Britney's conservatorship ended. The boys have decided on their own terms that they want to break from their mom, hence why they weren't present at her wedding a few months ago. The boys have decided that they are not seeing her right now, Kevin reveals. It's been a few months since they've seen her. They made the decision not to go to her wedding. The whole thing has been hard to watch, harder to live through, harder to watch my boys go through anything else. It's been tough. It's been the most challenging thing I've ever had to do in my life. Kevin, shut up. But I'm going to say something that's going to piss some of y'all off. We're going to tell the truth. We're going to tell the truth, okay? We're going to tell the truth and shame the devil. Kevin shares that some of Britney's social media posts make the boys feel uncomfortable. Britney isn't scared to show a little skin on her page, but for teenage boys, it can be very weird to see their mother in that way. Kevin says that he has to remind them that their mom loves them and that this is her way of expressing herself. I tried to explain to them, look, maybe that's just another way she tries to express herself, but that doesn't take away from the fact of what it does to them. It's tough. I can't imagine how it feels to be a teenager having to go to high school. Let me say this before I forget. I do think that I don't think Kevin lied about the boys saying that it's tough on them. Because for me, and I know for some of y'all too, that when we look at Britney Spears online, and Britney Spears always looked like the morning after. No tea, no shirt. Every time I see Britney Spears, honey, she look like she got the same mascara she had on Saturday night, and it's Sunday afternoon. Britney looked like she had the time of her life, just dancing and drinking and partying the night away. Every time Britney get online, she looked the same way. The same way. Every time Britney Spears get online, Britney looked like a good time had just happened the night before. And then when you take into account that Britney loves to get on the internet naked, just naked. And also take into account that, girl, we have to be honest and say we know that mama is going through some stuff mentally. So if we can see that, and sometimes it causes us secondhand embarrassment, I can only imagine what it probably feels like to be her children. And why I think that Kevin is trifling and sorry and probably been living off Britney money for the last whatever how many years, right? And requested more because he don't want to get a job and he know that girl, them kids about to turn 18 in a couple of years, and he know after that the 18 mark hit, honey, I think Britney gonna be off the child support. I don't think that he's lying about these kids saying what he just said. I don't. I think he's telling the truth. Okay. I feel like he's telling the truth. I think those boys are probably embarrassed. I don't think it's one of those things. I think that kids would be embarrassed, period, especially to see their mom like naked. I'll give you an example. Like, girl, I'm about to make some of y'all mad. But I'll give you an example. I shouldn't make you mad, but girl, I'm about to give you an example like Beyonce. Beyonce came out the other day with her photos. Baby mama is butt naked pretty much on a bed with a fur on. You know, I'm sure it's probably different for Blue. Because Beyonce, from what we know, Beyonce ain't, her mental is together. So it's probably not as embarrassing. They could probably have a conversation with Blue and say this is basically, I guess a part of mommy's job. I think it would be kind of, I don't know what type of conversation Britney is having with her sons, explaining why she be on the internet pretty much half-ass naked. Just because. Right, and I guess you can do it. Kim do it. Yeah, I just think it's different for Britney because of what comes along with Britney, right? The other girls probably not so much. They can probably explain it away. I don't know. I'm sure the kids will probably still be embarrassed, but I don't think. I think with Britney, it's just like different layers to it. So Britney's husband, who I think we still need to keep a good eye out on him because I don't trust him. He comes out. I'm sorry. Britney comes out and she basically says, "It saddens me to hear that my ex husband has decided to discuss the relationship between me and my children as well. I'm sorry. As we all know, raising teenage boys is never easy for anyone. It concerns me the fact that the reason is based on my Instagram. It was long before Instagram I gave them everything. Only one word, hurtful. I'll say it. My mother told me you should give them to their dad. I'm sharing this because I can. Have a good day, folks." Girl, okay. So her husband comes and he also makes a post. To clarify, my wife has never posted a nude selfie except for her butt, which is quite modest these days. All other posts were implied nudity, which can be seen in any ad for lotion or soap. Girl, I know that's right. But you better step beside your wife, okay? There is no validity in his statement regarding the kids distancing themselves, and it is irresponsible to make that statement publicly. The boys are very smart and will be 18 soon to make their own decisions. And may eventually realize the tough part was having a father who hasn't worked much in over 15 years. Yes! As a role model. Come on, Sam! Kevin's gravy train will soon end, which probably explains the timing of these hurtful statements. I do not know him personally, and I have nothing against him. Aside him choosing to vilify my wife, his character is revealed by approval of the cruel 13-year sea ship, and his loyalty to Jamie indicates his approval at the time of its conception as well. Things that are now considered normal issues and behavior easily dealt with therapy or other ways were magnified to justify a 13-year prison sentence. Anyone approving of it is wrong and benefiting from it somehow. I will not comment on this matter again except to say I have a job. I ain't gonna lie, girl. He got it together. He got Miss Kevin together. Oh, he got it together. I still stand on by what I said earlier though. But he got Miss Kevin together. Cause Kevin quiet as his kept. I think you sorry as hell. Like I said earlier, girl, I think that you have been living off of that child support for the last how many years. I know some of y'all gonna sit here and say, girl, it's a double standard when it comes to men and women. It definitely is in my book. And I don't have no problem saying it. I do have a double standard when it comes to men and women. I do on some things. I do. I can't stand a sorry ass man who just take a woman money and live off that woman's money, child support, kids child support. I know some of y'all probably just like, but baby just like head just hit the wall. I don't make that no secret. I hate a sorry ass. I hate a sorry ass man. I do. I do. And it's not even like girl, anyways, girl, let me shut up. Anyways, but yeah. Shout out to Sam, shout out to Brittany, shout out to Kevin, honey. I do that child support about to end, sir. I don't know what you're gonna do. Because you don't like to work. Okay. Anyways, we moving on. You know who makes me sick to my stomach? Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti is disgusting. Irv Gotti is sad. Irv Gotti got his ass on the line. Girl, what's that show? Noro, whatever his name is. He has that podcast. When I tell you, girl, we can't have shit for ourselves. Wasn't nobody worried about running their mouth except for the bitches and the gay boys. Then here come the niggas. Girl, they found out, girl, it's a way to make $1 or $2. Girl, and here they go. Everybody want to run their mouth now. Y'all always try to say gays and girls are messy. Girl, no, it's the niggas. Okay? Anyways, so Irv Gotti was down to whatever that man, Nori. He basically said that Ashanti wrote happy after they had sex one night. Y'all niggas give yourselves too much props because, and I partly blame the women because these niggas really walking around here thinking that bitches are writing songs after dick. Girl, when quiet as it's kept, half of these women walking around here, girl, ain't even catching no orgasm. They have to finish themselves off when you leave with a toy. And you down to the station talking about she wrote happy while I was in the shower. Well, first of all, sir, from what the streets say, she was only a teenager. So she probably ain't know no better any fucking ways. Number two, they say your ass was married with kids. So I'm trying to understand why you even want to open up your mouth and be that goddamn disrespectful. Even to your ex-wife. When I tell you niggas ain't shit, y'all be want to talk about these girls, but these niggas from Pharrell to Irv Gotti to the rest of them, they go and seek these girls who, you know, have a little bit of talent and take advantage of the situation. You screwing this girl. And at the same time getting over her. Trifling. Irv ain't shit. Irv ain't gonna never be shit. He ought to be embarrassed. Irv is a 50-plus-year-old man. Basically on a podcast. Laughing and giggling and talking about when he was cheating on his wife, basically. How old was Ashanti? Because I might have it confused. I don't think I do. Because Ashanti a couple of years older than me. Let me see. When did Ashanti come out with her first album? How old was Ashanti? I think that Ashanti was a teenager. I think I read that Ashanti was 17. I guess when she started dealing with Murder Inc. I don't know if she was 17. I know she wasn't 17 because I know she wasn't 17 when her album came out because I was in college then. So either she was probably 17 when she started dealing with, I guess, Irv Gotti, but her album came out probably when she was probably 20 or so. Ashanti's first album. So it came out 2002. So 2002. She was still young. 2002, I was 19. How old was Ashanti when she was messing with Irv? Because I read she was 17. I got a question. Wasn't Ashanti mama her manager? What the fuck was you doing? Who was Ashanti's manager? Was her daddy? I be so confused. Let me shut up. Let me shut up because I don't know. Like I just be thinking like when I hear these stories of these men who are predators, like what are mama and daddy at? What is the daddy? Fuck what a mama at. Not fuck what a mama and daddy at. What a daddy at? Yeah, what a daddy at? Not what a mama and daddy at. What a daddy at? What a daddy at? What a daddy at to the point where you got these grown ass men out here just praying over y'all daughters. What was Khalees' daddy at? Was he dead? I don't know. What was Ashanti daddy at? So I saw that it says on this article from Revolt that they signed Charlie Baltimore and Ashanti in 2000. So they signed Ashanti in 2000. So Ashanti was what in 2000? Well, she was a teenager basically. She was either 18 or 19 in 2000. And Irv Gotti over there taking advantage of this girl, having sex with her. Now 20 years later, I think I read, didn't she have to like go back and re-record her album so she could own the masters to her album? Like just a mess. These men are a mess. Anyways, I'm done. I'm tired of talking about Irv Gotti. He's gross. His children ought to be embarrassed. I would be. Anyways, who else we talking about? Yeah, ain't nothing better. Doja Cat. Leave Doja Cat alone. I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and lie and say, girl, you sitting around here cutting off your eyebrows. Girl, that I might be like, okay, sister girl, you alright? Basically, long story short, Doja Cat shaved all her hair off, girl. She shaved her brows off, and girl, the people trying to basically compare her to Britney Spears when Britney Spears shaved her hair off and, was outside beating that car with that umbrella. I don't think the two things are the same. I think that it's weird that anytime a woman um, shaves her hair off, all of a sudden it has to be some type of mental illness attached to it. Um, like I said, I can understand how people could probably be like, okay, girl, you done shave your eyebrows off, you shave your hair off. I could kind of wrap my head around that. But, even when she came out and spoke, she talked about the situation, basically saying how she has always, done crazy things. She became famous, which she did. Remember that Moo sound? I mean, Moo sound. Remember that Moo song? That song she had like years ago? She basically says that she's always done weird things, and that's pretty much how she became famous. So even with her, not this being weird, but even with her shaving her hair off, it's kind of like, girl, she's basically bored. She's not touring as much as she used to, right? She has a lot of downtime. That's pretty much what I got from what she was saying. I'm bored. I ain't got nothing to do. So child, I just shave my hair off and shave my eyebrows off. Girl, it'll grow back. I didn't get anything, girl. Girl, she bored. That's what it comes down to. She's bored. Anyways, that's pretty much it. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm about to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. Hopefully, I can have that up tomorrow. I'll probably premiere it later in the evening. So I'm gonna go in here and watch. I'm gonna lay down in the bed and watch it. Have me a cocktail maybe and watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then probably I want to get the video up tonight, finish tonight, and then I could premiere it tomorrow. That's my plan. But we'll figure it out. All right, y'all. I'm gone. Bye.